Hi, I'm Rich Tejada from Keys to Fitness here in sunny Mexico, and I want to do a little video on how to get out of a chair and how to prevent falls. Two of the topics that are pretty important to a lot of my seniors clients, and it has some application for other clients of mine who are stronger, and some of these exercises you can do and make it a little bit more difficult. So I'll just jump right into it, okay? So, if you don't have leg strength, you're not going to have balance. So you need to make your legs as strong as you possibly can. You need to have some strength in your tricep and your shoulders, and you need to have a fairly strong core. And this will help you to get out of a chair, and it will also help you to get up off the ground if you've fallen. Because that's one of the biggest things for seniors. They were worried about falling and not getting back up, or if you fall, you might break your hip, break your bones, whatever. Okay? So a lot of these things have practical application, and I'm going to jump right into it. So, in another video I showed you how to do squats, lunges, side leg lifts. I'm going to repeat that again. And if your knees are bothering you a little bit, but you can handle it, you got to try and do these exercises. Okay? So for squats, if you're at home and you want to hold on to the back of a chair, put your butt out and do a squat like that. Or if you're outdoors, you can hold on to something and do it like that. The farther down you go, the harder it is, but the more you get out of it. Because as you go down deeper, you're getting your butt involved. And that's the biggest muscle in your body. And that's the one that powers you to get up off of a floor, and it's also the one that sprinters use. Okay? So now you're also working your quadriceps here, a bit of your hamstrings. So these are the muscles that are really important for pushing up off the ground. Okay? So that's the first one. And if you're having a little difficulty with your knees, only go down a little bit. Just go down a little bit. Hold on to your kitchen counter. Make believe this is the kitchen counter. And just go down a teeny bit. And you're still working this area. But if your knee can handle it, go down as deep as you can. Okay? So that's the first exercise. Try and do 10 of those. Rest for a minute. Do another 10. Rest another minute. Do another 10. If you can. But start with one set if it's possible. Okay? The next thing is a lunge. And this puts a lot more pressure on one leg, but you can do it by holding on to two chairs. I'm making believe this is a chair. You've got one right here. I'm going to hold on to the chair. I'm going to go like this. So if you can go down just a little bit, that's fine. Holding onto the chairs takes a lot of weight off the legs. And if you're strong enough, go down a little deeper. Now I can do them without support, because I've been doing these a long time. And the reason I like these is because this helps practicing your balance, because you don't have a stable platform like you do when you're doing a squat. Okay, so a lunge is even more important to me than a squat. But again, your knees have to be able to do it. But if you got a little bit of arthritis and you can still handle it, you should do it. Because if you don't work these joints, you're not going to get any fluid in your joints, and they're just going to seize up on you. And eventually, as you get older and older, you'll be in a wheelchair. So squats are important, and I'll show you why after. Okay? The other one is a side leg lift. Hold on to something, or hold on to your chair. Keep that foot pointed straight out. Don't lean over. And you're working all the muscles down the side of your leg and the hip here and a part of your glute. Now, if you want to take a chance, you can work balance on this also, which I've been working on, and I'm not perfect at it, but I let go, and you're working your balance. And you have this here just in case you lose your balance. Grab onto the chair or whatever you're holding on to. And that's again working all these muscles down the side of your leg and your hip. And that's a very athletic move. You'll see football players or soccer players going side to side. That's these muscles here. So it's making you quite athletic to do that, and it's also helping you to correct if you tripped. If you have these muscles strong, helps to prevent you from falling. You might have a chance to correct before you go down. Okay? So those are the 3 simple exercises to get the legs strong. Without leg muscles, you're not going to have balance. Okay? There are other exercises regarding balance. I'm not going to deal with that right now. But the other one I want to show you is for your tricep and your shoulders, and that's a push-up. So, if you've got some bars or your kitchen counter, go off your kitchen counter like that, or go off the wall. Just do it off of a wall. The farther you are away, the harder it is. The closer, the easier. When you're doing this, you're working the tricep, working your shoulder. So the farther away you go, lower your hands, turn your head so you don't smash your face. And now you're working your triceps again, and the shoulders and your chest. Okay? And if you're strong enough, and you have a chair like this, a captain's chair, go down as far as you can. Farther down you go, the harder it is. But then you're getting more out of the tricep, shoulder, front of the shoulder, and you're getting your chest. Okay? And these are all important exercises with the idea of being able to get up off the floor or to get out of a chair. And 2 of my clients have asked me about that. They can't get out of a chair without using their hands. So, if you can find a captain's chair, and you're sitting down, a lot of times people can't get up off of a chair like this. It looks easy, but some people can't do it. As they get older, they've lost the strength in their arms and in their shoulders, so they'll end up having to push up with their arms to get themselves out of the chair. Now that's not a problem, but if you don't have chairs with the arms on it, what are you going to do? Okay, maybe you can push up off of here, but you should be able to get out of the chair without using your hands. It requires more strength in the legs and in the glutes, and that's why I'm trying to teach you how to do squats, lunges, side leg lifts to get these strong, because you need this to be able to get up. Another thing you can do for the tricep while you're in this chair is called a dip. Your legs bent like that. Just go up and down like that. So that's working the tricep, front of the shoulder. Okay? So that's another exercise for the tricep, and I'll show you why that's important for getting up off the ground. Okay? So, another thing you need to do is to make your core strong. So, if you're not capable of getting on a floor to do a simple curl up, then you can do something as simple as this to try and work your stomach muscles. Hold on to the chair like that, or like this, and just pick your feet up. Touch lightly the floor, and each time you bring your legs up, your abs have to contract. So try and do 10 to 15 of those. If you're strong enough, try not to really touch the floor. Makes it harder. So you're working this area here, which is also responsible for you helping to get up off the chair. Because when you're getting up off the chair, this tightens up. Your core tightens up. Another one to work your core and to work the side obliques while you're sitting down. I have a nice can of frijoles. Okay? So sit in the chair, lean back. When you lean back a little bit, this tightens up. If you're straight up and down, it's pretty soft. You lean back a little bit, this is tight. So you're working your core as you lean back. Take the can of beans and go left and right. Left and right. Left and right. We call that the Russian twist. I don't know why, but maybe Russians started the exercise, I'm not sure. But doing this twisting and leaning back, you're working your core here, and you're working the side oblique muscles. So those are two simple exercises for the stomach. So you have legs, you have push-ups for this area here, the tricep, the shoulder, and the chest, and you have core. Those are the three things I want you to remember. So once you've worked that area, the legs, your core, hopefully you'll be able to get up out of the chair. So maybe you might need to use the hands for a while, but what you can do, if you've pushed yourself up, try and go down in the chair slow. Push yourself up, then try and go down in the chair slow, because that's working these leg muscles and your core while you're doing it. So maybe you need your hands for a while, and then go down slow. And it's not that easy. Okay? So that's working the negative. We call it the negative. When you're pushing up here, that's the positive. When you're going down, that's the negative. So that's another way to work the leg muscles. Okay? So, the practical thing, to get up off the floor, make believe you're falling down. So, why is it important to have the leg strength, the arm strength, the core strength? Okay, let's say you've fallen, and hopefully you haven't hurt yourself. How are you going to get up off the floor? Okay? Well, if you're near your couch, that will help because you have something to push you up. But if you don't have the couch near and you're in the middle of the floor, you're going to have to try and get up. So you put yourself in this position, like a lunge position. One leg is out forward. So this is going to be the work leg. Right now, this is going to do the work. This is going to do the work, and your left glute is going to do the work. It depends on which leg you want to use. Okay? So, and the other thing is you're rocking forward, and when you're ready to try and get up, it's a timing thing. As you're rocking forward, you want to push with both hands, and this is where the tricep comes in. So when you're pushing up, the tricep is working, so you got to do it at the same time. You have to push off this leg and push off the arms and push up and be able to get up. Okay? So that's why the lunge is important when you're doing lunges, because it's almost the same movement here. You're just in a lunge, but you're on the ground. So your lunge, this is working, the left glute is working. That's why I want you to do lunges. So you're leaning forward, and be near the couch when you try these exercises, so that if you get a little wobbly, you can grab onto the couch, okay? So you're rocking back and forth, and when you're ready to give it a try, as you're just about leaning forward, you push up and get yourself up like that. So, the reason you need to do squats, lunges, side leg lifts, push-ups, and dips is so you can get out of your chair and you can get up off the floor. This might seem easy for people who are in fairly good shape, but it's not for a lot of seniors. So just thought I'd throw that out to you and try and practice it. Be safe, always be near a couch if you're going to try these things. Don't do it out in the open floor where you could be, at risk of falling over or hurting yourself. Be close to something that you can grab onto if you lose your balance. Okay? That's it for today. Thanks so much for listening.